Hello Internet, and today's video is going to be another one of those book opinions, those videos in which I tell you my opinion on a book. Today's book is going to be Newt's Emerald by Garth Nix. Now when I first got this book, I had a completely different story in mind, and it was not the story that I received. So if you have read the synopsis to this book, I am here to warn you, this book is not what it seems. It is something different, but that doesn't mean that different is bad. So the title of this book is Newt Emerald. And the reason why is we're introduced to this girl. She lives in a Victorian age and her nickname is Newt. Her real name is Truthful. She is Lady Truthful, heir to a manor, and she has a precious gemstone that has some sort of magical power in it that she is supposed to inherit. Her nickname is Newt because she has grown up around her male cousins, so they often called her Newt as a child, and she was known to play around and horse around with them and just be one of the guys, per se. One day, this special jewel of her family gets stolen, her inheritance is stolen, so she decides that she's going to disguise herself as a man and try to figure out why this gem is gone and who took it, because who else is going to help the girl, right? Who else is going to help this lady? Now, so what I imagined, because it's called Newt's Emerald, because Newt was a name that she got from her male cousins, I was imagining a more masculine, against the patriarchy type of female, right? I was imagining a girl who liked to wear breeches all the time, who cared more about horseback, the needlepoint, that sort of girl. That is usually what we tend to get when we're introduced to a girl in a period in which femininity was a lesser thing and they had a nickname and hung out with men and was one of the boys. So that's what I expected. I expected this girl to like be brassy and ballsy and like want to go out there, and that she was gonna like kick ass and like just like be a very masculine sort of female, right? But that is not what you get. What you get is actually Lady Truthful. Newt was just a childhood nickname. It holds no bearing. The fact that she grew up with her cousins holds no bearing. She is a lady to the end of the day. She is very feminine. She is very ladylike. She cares about being a part of the town, which is the original reason why she's in London in the first place. It's not to find out who stole the emerald, but it's to become a part of the town. She's interested in marriage. She's interested in needlepoint. She loves dresses. She's very feminine, and none of those feminine qualities make her lesser. It's just something you have to keep in mind, because this book tries to make you believe that she's going to be the tomboy type of girl, but she is very much a lady, and I think that's a very important thing to see, is to see a lady save the day. She's still badass, she still saves the day, she still comes in as stubborn, she's super intelligent, and she does this all while being a perfect lady, a proper lady, the ideal ton sort of lady, and showing how versatile and knowledgeable a lady could be without just being like some sissy prassy bratty girl who only cared about her dresses, right? So what I love most about this is like her confusion when she dresses like a male, right? She is naive, she's gullible because she doesn't really know what she's doing, but she tries her hardest, and people start to spot her out, and she uses her brain and her intelligence to work around this problem, to work around the fact that she is naive, and she knows that she probably can't trick everyone, and it's not every day she dresses up like a male. I love how modest and shy she is, because she's still a lady, right? So like in her head, certain things she's like, oh my gosh, why? No, I can't do that. But then at the same time, when it comes to life or death, how stubborn she is, how she's like, you can't put me in the back seat, you can't put me in the corner, it's my jewel, it's my thing to save, I'm going to do it, and I will do it like a lady, and I will save the day, and I will be smart and intelligent. And I love that. I loved having a very feminine, very ladylike character who is stubborn, who is badass in her own way, who is intelligent, without having her to be overly masculine to do those things. Not to say that I don't like when we have tomboy type of characters, I personally love them, but I think it's just as important to see tomboy characters and masculine females as it is to see feminine females both in a good light. We need to show females can be whoever they want to be, who can love whatever they want to love, and still be great, in-depth, confident characters, stubborn characters, and that's okay. I was a little frustrated with this book at times, but it was a personal feeling of me never liking the Victorian era and just me not liking sexist commentary, because towards the beginning, one of the men she meets who ends up helping her on her journey to find her emerald is this man, and he starts to figure out she's a female, and he even meets her as Lady Truthful outside of her masculine disguise, and the way that he talks down to her when she is Lady Truthful and the way he talks down to her later is just really frustrating. It's like, why must you do this? Why can't you just see her as your equal, see that she's smart and intelligent, and stop pushing to her side, and stop thinking that just because she's a lady, she can't have adventure, she can't figure it out. Just because she's feminine, she won't be able to handle the evils of the world. And I love seeing his character change. I loved him getting to know her. I loved how he saw more than the slight sexist acts and sayings that he would say towards her. I liked how that developed. In the end, I do think that it was a very quick development because this isn't a very long book, so it was like a little rapid, and I was like, I don't think he changed his mind that fast, especially because how you had him act, and we're supposed to chalk it up to he was worried about her. But it did work out in the end, and I admit, like, that frustration is just one of mine when it comes to older era books, where I just get frustrated with how idiotic and moronic people can be at times. I think the most important thing that people need to know going into this is not about Newt. It might lie to you, it might tell you this is Newt's emerald, but at the end of the day, it's Lady Truthful's emerald. This is a book about a lady who knows that she has been wronged, that someone has stole from her, and she is going to very ladylike get it back and do what she must without compromising who she is to do so. And I love that. I love seeing a very feminine female character who could go out and be smart and intelligent. I also like that it wasn't a sort of feminine that had to be femme fatale for it to work. She didn't have to be this dangerous, sexy woman. Again, that's fine, that's great, but I liked how this was just a feminine, ladylike character who could do it. Because, once again, we need to prove that you can be whatever kind of woman you want to be and still be a Banff at the end of the day. So this book, if you like Victorian era books, then read it. If you like Banff women, if you're looking for a ladylike character who at the end of the day is just as much as a hero as a tomboy counterpart, then check out Newt's Emerald by Garth Nix. Now, my question to you, as I always ask a question at the end of these opinions, because I like questions, is, are you specific in which type of females you like to see in books? Now, I don't think there's anything wrong in having a preference with what type of woman you like to see in your books, but are you very particular, or do you just want a well-rounded character in general, and you're not looking for a specific type of female when you go and you look for female leads? I don't know. I just like them all. As long as they're well-rounded enough that I can understand where they're coming from, I'm okay. But I'm curious if you have a specific type of female lead that you look for when you pick up a book. If you like what you're seeing here, you want to continue to see more, click all those bunnies down below, and goodbye, Internet.